Lillian Roberts, Crusading New York labor leader, dies at 98, has just announced the passing of a woman who spent a lifetime fighting for public employees. She died on July 9 in a Manhattan nursing facility from cardiac arrest, a fact confirmed by Ivan Smith, her nephew who grew up with her after her sister's death. At 98, she was one of the most visible figures in New York City labor history. Roberts began her career in the 1960s, quickly earning a reputation as a firebrand. She worked closely with Victor H. Agatbaum, the longtime executive director of District Council 37, and became a de facto partner in the city's biggest public employees union. District Council 37 is part of the American Federation of State, County and Municipal Employees, or AFSCME, and has long been considered the nation's most powerful public employees union. It represents more than 1,000 job titles and nearly a third of all city municipal workers. A black woman rising to prominence in an era dominated by white men, Roberts spent almost just 14 years as Associate Director of District Council 37. During that time, the council's membership roughly quadrupled, thanks in large part to her leadership. The most memorable of her victories came in the late 1960s, when she led a strike against 3 state mental hospitals in New York. The strike broke the Taylor-Volver Proposition, which bans public sector strikes, and she spent 2 weeks behind bars for her role. The move was widely documented and a bold statement that struck a nerve in the city. Her biggest coup, however, was the organization of 20,000 workers at the city's public hospitals. The New York Times called it one of the largest organizing drives in American history. Those who work as nurses, pothole fillers, zookeepers and other municipal employees now testified that they would not have had their rights protected without that massive campaign. After a lengthy absence from the forefront, Roberts returned to District Council 37 in 2002 when she was 74. She was named Executive Director, leading the union for 12 years. In a 2005 reference book titled Black Women in America, she said, "I always felt that I had a job to do. It transcends whether I am male or female. I never thought about not doing the job and not being aggressive." Those words captured the vigor of a woman who balanced fierce advocacy with periods of calm. When the Times published a piece in 2002 calling her the embodiment of serenity, it was a nod to her quiet moments. But the article also noted that she was frequently pugnacious, that she did not shy away from confrontation. In fact, in the 1970s she publicly decried Mayor Abraham D. Beam's plans to shutter several public hospitals, warning that residents would die as a result. Deputy Mayor Basilea Patterson, the city's chief labor negotiator, recalled how Roberts would sometimes take her angry colleagues to a private room and let them have a moment to vent before returning to the negotiation table. Roberts was born Lillian Davis on January 2, 1928, in Chicago, the second of 5 children. Her father, Henry Davis, was a janitor and barber. Her mother, also named Lillian, had the surname Davis after her marriage. The family moved from their rural hometown in the Midwest and eventually settled in Chicago, where Lillian grew up and later adopted the Roberts name after marriage. She is remembered not only for her legal battles and organizing triumphs, but also for her resilience in the face of attempts to silence her voice. She maintained her role as a titan of labor even after the political climate changed. Her legacy lives on in the thousands of municipal employees who now enjoy the protections she fought for. Her feud with Mayor Bloomberg, her fiery leadership, her brief jail sentence for walking the line on public strikes, these mayhem moments define a generation. I wish the former executive director a lasting rest. Thank you for joining us. We'll keep you updated on other stories from the world of labor and public service. As always, thank you for listening. Until next time.